Students, I am now solving the second problem under the graphical presentation. So you are given the objective function. So objective function is given to be like this and the constraints. This is a typical linear programming problem. So in a typical linear programming problem, you will have the objective function and the constraint. Now before we work out the graphical presentation of the LPP, first thing that you got to do is that you have to convert the inequalities into equalities, and we'll have to identify the coordinates. Okay, so coming down to the first constraint, x1 plus 2x2 is lesser than or equal to 40. So I'm converting it into equality. So x1 plus 2x2 is equal to 40. Now what I should do is I have to alternatively assign zeros to each of the variable and find out. Now let us see the first constraint here. So here it is, if I am assigning x1 to be 0, now 0 plus 2x2 is equal to 40, so x2 will be 20. So here it is 20. Now I am alternatively assigned, I had assigned 0 and I got 20 here. Now I assign x2 to be 0, so it will be x1 plus 2 into 0 is equal to 40, and finally x1 is equal to 40. So this is what it is. So x1 is 40 and x2 is 20. So while drawing the lines on O x-axis 40 and O y-axis, you will have to go with 20. Now going on further with the next inequality, 3x2 plus 2x2 is equal to 30, right? So if I assign 0 to this particular x1, corresponding x2 will be 30. Now alternatively I assign x2 to be 0. So 3x1 plus 0 is equal to 30. So x1 is equal to 30 divided by 3, which is 10. Now coming down to the third constraint here, 4x1 plus 3x2 is equal to 60, right? So I assign 0 here. 0 plus 3x2 is equal to 60. x2 is equal to 20 here. So it is 0 and my x2 is 20. Now if I assign x2 to be 0, my x1 is 15 here. Okay, so this is how we draw the work out the coordinates. Now after having worked out this, we are allowed to do the graphical presentation. So now let us see how we can present it in the form of a graph. Now each of these lines, each of these constraints have to be represented in the form of a line, graphical line. Now if I take the first constraint, x1 is 40 and x2 is 20. Now what I should do is I have to plot it here, right? So my x1 is 40 and the x2 is 20, sorry, right? So what I have got to do is I have to draw a line like this from 40 to 20. See, whenever you are representing the lines on the graph, you have to write it on the thing. Okay. So here this particular line is x1 plus x2 is 2x2 is equal to 40. So this is what it is. Next one is 10 and 30. So what I should do is I have to draw a line from 10 to 30. So this is how I draw the second constraint. Correct? Then the third one is x1 is 15 and x2 is 20. Correct? So it is x1 is 15 and x2 is 30. So this is how I have done. So whenever you are drawing the constraints, graphical lines, make sure that you identify them with a constraint here. Now this is 4x1 plus 3x2 is equal to 60. So this one is 3x1 plus x2 is equal to 30. Is it not? So now let us identify the constraint here. Now the first constraint is represented here, right? So I have done it, I have to write it on the line itself. So so here the constraint is x1 plus 2x2 is lesser than or equal to 40. So here your shaded area will be this. Correct? So from here to here. Now the second constraint is 3x1 plus x2 is greater than 30. So your area will be above this. Your area will be above this particular line. Correct? Then 4x1 plus 3x2 is greater than or equal to 60. Now your area will be like this. So finally, after having satisfied all the values here, your feasible region will be this. So if you observe here, this particular shaded area, it satisfies all the constraints. Now, when you are identifying the feasible region, so this is called the feasible region. Your feasible region should satisfy all the constraints. So all the constraints that are there in under the consideration in the problem. However, the after having worked out, we'll have to work out the points here. Now let us work out the points here. So here it will be, we always present the x value to be, x1 value to be first and x2 comes second. So 40 comma 0. Here if you are going with this, it will be 15 comma 0. Then for this particular point, it is 6 comma 12. So 6 is the x, so corresponding x1 value and x2 value. Then on if you go with this particular point, it is 4 comma 18. Okay, this is how we have 4 feasible region points here. Now we will have to solve for all this and find out which is the one which satisfies our objective function. Okay, now the next step is that I have whatever the coordinates that I have identified in the graph, I have substituted it into the objective function and I have arrived at the values here. Since your objective function is to maximize, if you observe the maximum value is 300, so here your optimal solution is this. So this is your feasible solution. So the company has to produce 15 units of x1 and 0 units of x2. So this is how we solve the graphical method of solving the LPP. Thank you.